This is from 2008 when Marty Stuart came to the SuperTalk studios in Jackson, Mississippi to be on the Paul Gallo Show to talk about the country music trail that he was helping get started in the state of Mississippi. And so I had a chance to interview him for Pat LeBlanc's Southern Crossroads, and really enjoyed Marty. He's a down-to-earth, good Mississippi boy. Hope you enjoy. I have with me Marty Stuart, and he's from, Marty, you're from around Neshoba County, aren't you?
That would be Route 8, Philadelphia, Neshoba County, Mississippi.
You know, thanks for coming in this morning. I didn't realize what a big influence blues had in your life coming up.
Absolutely. Well, do you remember that there was a great songwriter named Townes Van Zandt?
Mm-hmm.
And Townes had a great quote. He was a Texas guy, but I totally related to what he said. He said, there's two kinds of music. There's zippity-doo-dah, and then there's the blues. And I'm a country musician by trade, but you cannot be born inside the walls of the state of Mississippi.
They're kind of intertwined.
And not feel the effect of the blues. It's all intertwined down at the roots level. When I listen to the staple singers, I hear country music.
Mm-hmm.
Or when I listen to Elvis, I hear gospel. And when I listen to my music as a country music, I hear blues. It was said that country music is nothing but the white man's blues.
That's it.
And I think that's a great way to put it. But I think we're all influenced. It's all the blues. It comes from and the blues is translated to me as soul, and then that goes beyond that to good spirit. And that's what Mississippi music is. It is soul-based music, regardless of the genre.
The record Compadres has a lot of blues on it. Let's talk about that.
That was the last thing. It was an anthology of duets. Going back to when I first started as a kid with Lester Flatt. I think the earliest track on there is 1974, when I was a mandolin player in Lester Flatt's band. You can hear the blues trying to creep out in that, all the way up to performances with Mavis Staples with Move Along Train, and the Staples singers on there with The Weight. You can hear the blues, and when me and Johnny Cash are doing my time. Especially hear the country blues. There's a song that me and my wife Connie wrote called The Farmer's Blues that me and Merle Haggard recorded. So the blues is all over my life. That's fine. You know, and there was an old saying, there was an old belief down here in the South, especially inside the old first line generation of Mississippi musicians. There was a strong belief that if you played the blues, you couldn't go to heaven. You were simply doing the devil's work. Now, that was a strong belief.
Wow.
I met Mr. Furry Lewis when I was a kid at a show in Memphis. He said, boy, you either got to make up your mind if you're going to play the red gate or the white gate. And I understood what he's saying. But I asked Pop Staples in Jackson one day, I said, Pops, what do you think about that? He said, who said that? I said, they all say that. He said, well, that's a bunch of mess. He said, yeah, I'm a gospel man, but the blues comes through in my music. But what Pop said that totally put it into light, he says, don't you know that when God looks down on the world and sees how we treat each other, he gets a bad case of the blues.
That's right.
So there it is. We all got the blues.
Even God gets the blues. Thanks so much, Marty.
My pleasure.
Well, now,